Hey guys, Kamina the Koach here. I thought it was definitely time to do a video in the midst of global panic and pandemic. Um, I hadn't really been able to say anything because I allowed the media to kind of sweep me up, not necessarily in the panic, but worry. I get off in April, so I'm a little bit worried that no, I'm a lot worried that I'm not going to be able to get back into the United States. And I'd also, so this video is just to talk about how disturbing it is to watch developed countries deal with this versus developing, so second world or third world countries. So, well, Hong Kong is developed, fully developed because of British rule. So if you look at the streets of Hong Kong, they're almost completely empty except for the rioters that are pissed off because the governor didn't close the border. So, yeah, people are self-quarantining, and it's not necessarily because they're afraid of the virus itself, but because of consideration, they're trying not to spread the virus any further. So if you also look at recently Erbil, Kurdistan, streets are empty, although they did impose a ban. But in a lot of countries where a ban hasn't been enforced, people are just not in the streets. But if you look at the United States, if you look at Australia, if you look at the UK, if you have any videos of those countries right now, people are just kind of going about their life, their day as usual. So yes, schools have been closed, a lot of public events have been canceled, but for the most part, people are just going about their regular days. People are still shaking hands. They're still going to places where there are large groups of people. I read an article where a senior citizen, community is still having their social gatherings, like dancing and all that kind of stuff. While it's important to keep your spirits up during this time, what in the world is going on with all these developed countries and the blatant disregard to spreading the virus? Now, let me be clear in something. I recognize that our regular flu kills more people per year than this virus has killed right now. However, the flu has been around for a while. This is called novel COVID-19. It's novel because it's new to us. So because it's new to us, no one has built up any kind of immunity to it. That means everyone is susceptible to it. So that's a real problem. Another problem is we have a huge, I don't know what the numbers are in other countries, but our baby boomers, the largest group population that we have, are elderly. So if even half of all of these people get sick right now, our hospitals can't support it. So this isn't the only thing that's going on right now. So what if our hospitals can't support all of the sick people? So why is this happening? So I've done another video on this, and I believe I called it the death of the village. What's going on in Western countries or developed countries? Well, it's that I mentality. It's that, well, I don't care. It's all about me. It's all about mine. So people are much more concerned about themselves than they are about their community and the people around them. So they're just kind of living their life the way that they would every day, any day, in disregard for the rest of the community. It's a little bit sad. It's depressing. It makes us look really bad. I've lost friends on Facebook. People think that my attitude is flip. They think that I don't care or that I'm not concerned. Of course I'm concerned. But what I'm most concerned about is our country's response or lack of response to it. So panic isn't going to do anything, but this social distancing would. social distancing would stop it. It would slow it down. It won't stop it completely, but it would slow down the spread. And why aren't we doing it? Because we're only concerned about the self. And what's up with the toilet tissue? The toilet tissue fights, it's so embarrassing to sit at a table of multicultural people and them kind of look at me like, only Americans are fighting over toilet tissue. Well, not just Americans, Australians are too. But what is that about? So people are constantly watching in panic situations. They're watching. And when they see people bulking up on something, they feel like, oh, I need that too. You know, it's the same kind of effect when we have the watching the Joneses, what the Joneses have. Same kind of idea. Like, oh my God, they're stocking up on toilet paper. I need to stock up on toilet paper. Oh, guys. So I'm not sure where my audience is from. I would assume that most of you are Americans. If you want to travel, distance yourself from people while you're traveling. Don't come in close contact with people in the airport. Wash your hands often. Use hand sanitizer that is 60% or more alcohol. Face mask is not going to protect you. In fact, it's only going to harm you. They're one use only. I have an N95 mask that I use for pollution, but even that isn't really great. If I have infected my hands and then I touch the mask, that means I'm pretty much guaranteeing that I'm going to get sick. So, social distancing, avoiding contact with people, not going out unless you absolutely have to. And then if you have to, wash your hands excessively. If you're traveling, not coughing on people, using a tissue, coughing or sneezing into a tissue and then throwing it away right away. Stuff that we've been told probably since we were little, but just don't really heed it. So I'm not too good or too lofty to admit that I'm scared. But I'm not scared of the coronavirus. I'm just scared that I'm not going to be able to get back in the United States. I am also scared of what this is going to do to us as a people, because in general, in moments of crisis, humanity really shines and shows itself and shows how resilient and beautiful it is. But I'm not really seeing that right now, not in the United States. So, don't panic. Social distancing. Wash your hands. Cough and sneeze into a tissue. Don't touch your eyes, nose, mouth, ears. I know I just wiped myself, but I'm sweating profusely. I just got into work. It's really hot here already. In Myanmar, there's still no confirmed cases, but there's also no testing kits here. So who knows if it's here or not, but it's also over 100 degrees every day, so I suppose that may have something to do with the lack of the spread here. So Kamina the Koach, a little less bubbly than normal, but still wishing you and sending you love, joy, peace, and happiness. Until next time, peace.